everyone, this is James, and welcome back to another Shimwrecker review. Today we're going to be talking about Roto Grip's new RST X-1. This is a new standard asymmetric ball in their HP4 line, and it released on Black Friday. It combines the Microtrax hybrid reactive cover stock at a 3000 grit surface with a new core called the Roto Star Tourer core. It's an asymmetric core, but it has a little bit higher RG than what you would normally see out of balls like this. And so what that actually does, and you can see it here on lane as I'm testing, is it makes the ball, it still reads the mid lane due to that asymmetry really well, the asymmetry plus that strong cover. But that little bit higher RG helps it to actually store a little more energy for further down lane, which then gives it a little more kind of blend almost, and a little more control, a little more workability for me. A problem that I have with a lot of standard asymmetrical stuff in particular is that the core can be so strong that I can't use it on a whole lot of situations. It'll look really good for a game or two, and then once the lanes start to transition a little bit, then I have to get out of it and go to something with a little less core, something like a Phase 2 or an Axiom, for example. With the RST and that Roto Star Tourer core, it doesn't feel like I have that same problem nearly as much. I'm able to stay in it much longer, and it still feels like it gives me that kind of down lane control and feel that I'm familiar with and enjoy from those larger core symmetrical balls, but with the asymmetric punch in the mid lane that you get from an asym core. So testing here at Buffalo Lanes Carry, there's not a whole lot of volume out on these lanes that I was testing on, which is unfortunate, but the impressive part is it's still striking, and it's still striking a lot. And that was something that really surprised me about this ball when I started throwing it, is the range of use is very, very impressive. I said that about the proton physics as well. The proton still feels like it needs a ton of volume, but this one still is getting through the pins even better than the proton was on the same lane, even though there isn't a ton of volume out there. And so that's kind of a testament to the workability and the range of use of this ball. And, like I said, I was striking a lot with this, and that's because, as you can see here on the screen, I actually bowled a legit 299 while I was just moving around and filming for this ball. So that's a testament to how easy this ball can make it if it's the right matchup. I've been absolutely blown away with this one so far. I was very skeptical of kind of not really sure what the core was going to do when it first came out, and then I saw some other folks throwing it and figured I'd give it a shot for myself, and I am very, very impressed with this ball. So then comparing it to another recent Roto Grip asymmetrical release, the Rubicon, I've got the same layout on both of these, just pinned down, mass bias kicked a little bit. And the Rubicon doesn't create as much traction in the front part of the lane. It's got a weaker cover stock that I think I mentioned feels kind of similar to R2S Solid. But the interesting thing is the Rubicon also doesn't seem to continue quite as much down lane. That kind of manifests itself by how I'm leaving some flat 10 pins here with the Rubicon. But then I go back to the RST on the same part of the lane, just driving through the pins and getting the corners out without much of an issue. So that's kind of a good look there. The RST is a very strong core, or strong cover, but it's not strong to the point of unusability, and I've actually liked my RST even more as it's gotten a little bit of lane shine on it. So that's a look at the RST for you. It's a really fun ball to throw, and that's one of the best things I can say about it, is I've really enjoyed this. It's a ball that I find myself wanting to use as much as I can. Unfortunately, sometimes even when it's not the right ball to be throwing. So that's kind of new ball syndrome, I guess. But I've very much enjoyed this. I shot 847 with it a couple weeks ago. It's been a ball that has very much impressed me, and I hope it impresses you guys as well. This ball is available now at your nearest Storm or Roto Grip Pro Shop. Definitely let me know if you have any questions. Good luck and good bowling.